the construction project I chose was the Brunelleschi's Dome by Christian Taylor. Quick project overview was the dome was the largest dome ever built during its time, ultimately becoming an icon of the Renaissance. Construction began in 1420 and was finally completed in 1436. The cultural link is directly linked to the early Italian Renaissance, which is a very important cultural period in time. The cultural location, at the time in Florence, Italy, it was the height of the early Renaissance. The culture was known by a shift from the underlying focus on the Middle Ages to a humanist focus on learning, art, and overall human achievement, which is why the builder, Filippo Brunelleschi, became a well-known celebrity. Florence was a wealthy and competitive area at the time that was ultimately controlled by powerful families. The cathedral was a symbol of the city's power and wealth. Quick reflection of the structure, the scale and use of known elements like the hidden pointed arc, which was given by Roman engineering, was used but on a level never seen before, which played a huge role in reflecting the Renaissance culture's desire to overcome antiquity and glorify humans through reasoning and innovation. The dome became a pillar of optimism after centuries of despair following the collapse of the Roman Empire and the devastation of the Black Death plague. The construction process, centering and scaffolding, was the biggest challenge, that the dome was too wide and too high to be built using traditional wooden centering. His design was to invent a self-supporting construction method. Masonry, he used a herringbone brick pattern to interlock the bricks and transfer weight horizontally, allowing the whole thing to support itself as it grew into the sky. Lifting, Brunelleschi used hoisting like the Castello or ox hoist machines to lift massive stones and materials hundreds of feet in the air without using external steam or fossil fuels. This was a huge achievement at the time. The labor that was used were highly skilled guild labor like stonemasons, carpenters, and artists, along with animals like oxen and horses. Materials were transported using the Arno River and then manually transported through the city streets. No machinery was used in that process. A quick then versus now. Standardized methods would be used today, like concrete reliance on cranes, hydraulics, and pre-made components, while back then site-specific innovation was used with a self-supporting dome built with hoisting machines and special patterns. As you can see, today we would use steel, glass, rebar. It was usually manufacturing in factories. Back then it would be stone, brick, and timber were often processed on the site. Skilled and specialized artisans were used, relied on skill and knowledge, while today specialized trades, certifications, plans, and machine operators would be used. Transportation was river transport and animal-human strength, while modern day would be heavy trucks, ships, trains, which would make for a much faster trip. Two construction failures that fueled Brunelleschi's drive was the medieval unfinished project for the Florence Cathedral that stood for decades prior to Brunelleschi, and the Roman domes. He knew their methods for building large domes were severely outdated, so he decided he would have to innovate a new way of building it with the weight and size he was trying to achieve.